You think she's yours because she tells you she loves you, because she cooks your meals, because she posts your photo with hearts and filters, because she once cried in your arms saying, "I could never lose you." But here's the reality. That'll wake you up cold. She isn't yours. It's only your turn. And the second you forget that, the moment you start believing her body, her focus, her loyalty are yours, you start building your masculinity on quicksand. Because one day, she will change. She'll drift. She'll stop laughing at your jokes. She'll pull back without explaining, and it'll feel like betrayal. But it's not betrayal, it's biology. And if you can't accept this one, brutal truth, you'll be crushed by something that was never promised to you. In this video, I'm tearing the illusion apart to reveal what most men are too afraid to say about women, ownership, and the reality of masculine detachment. You ready? Good. Let's go. 1. She belongs to the moment, not the man. You think she's yours because she sleeps in your bed, because she whispers your name, because she posts pictures with you on her story, because she calls you her man. But hear me now, doesn't belong to you. She belongs to the moment you represent. It's not your name, your promises, or your good heart. It's the energy you carry right now. A woman's loyalty isn't carved into stone. It's painted in wet ink. It smudges. It shifts. Sometimes, it's gone overnight. Female desire isn't based on logic. It's not locked by duty. It's tied to feeling, and feelings are temporary. 1 week, you're her safe place. The next, you're a reminder of what she's outgrown. 1 month, she can't stop thinking about you. The next, you're background noise in her DMs. Why? Because she was never yours. You were just her current obsession, her emotional drug until the high wore off. Most men don't see it coming because they confuse passion with permanence. They think her moans mean forever. They think her tears mean devotion. They think her love today guarantees her love tomorrow. It doesn't. When the moment shifts, when your mystery fades, when the thrill turns into routine shit, not because she's evil, but because her biology keeps her from staying stagnant. She doesn't remain with the man who is good. She stays with the man who stays relevant to her now. The truth, men ignore. You're not battling other men, you're battling her changing desires. That's why she seems different, because she is. When she met you, you aligned with her needs. If you haven't evolved alongside her, she's already gone first in her mind, then her heart, and finally her body. That's why breakups feel like death. You're not just losing her, you're losing the man you were when she wanted you. And here's the truth, you never owned her. You just matched her energy for a time. When that match faded, so did the bond. So what do? Stop trying to possess. Stop clinging. Stop needing forever. Become the moment. Be the man who's always becoming so. Her desire chases you instead of replacing you. Because the second you think she's yours, you've already lost her too. You were never her only option, just her favorite distraction. Let this hit you. You weren't her only choice. You were simply the most exciting one at the time. And if that stings, good. The faster you face it, the faster you stop living in delusion and start living in strength. Every woman, no matter how loyal she seems, has options, visible or invisible, direct or subtle, active or waiting. She's got orbiters, fans, colleagues, exes lingering in the background, just friends who'd risk it all for one green light. And every time she says, "You're the only one I want," she's saying it while you're exciting, while you're leading, while you're still a challenge. But the moment you stop being that, you fade and someone else comes into focus. Women don't drop their interest like a switch, it's gradual. She texts slower. She's suddenly busier. Conversations feel colder. Then comes the "I need space" talk, or "I'm not feeling connected." But here's the twist, emotionally, she's already drifting towards someone else. Maybe not physically yet, but emotionally, she's seeking her next height, a man who flirts just enough, who isn't always available, who makes her question her own value. That man becomes her favorite distraction. Because women chase emotion, not reason. When the feeling with you fades, it rises elsewhere, and you're left asking, what happened? The answer, you stopped being her best option. You got comfortable, predictable. You gave her all your time, all your energy, all your presence without keeping any for yourself. That energy screams, "Without you, I'm nothing." And that repels her. But the man who's complete without her, the one who owns his time, guards his mystery, and never makes her his universe, is the one she can't forget, even if she's with someone else. You were never her only were a flame that burned brighter than the rest, until you stopped burning. Then she turned toward the next fire. 3. Thinking you own her will destroy you. Possession, that's the illusion. She holds your hand, sleeps in your bed, calls you baby, introduces you to her family, and your mind starts lying. She's mine, she'd never leave. I earned this. But the second you believe she's yours, you stop being the man she fell for. Why? Because ownership breeds entitlement, and entitlement kills attraction. When you think she's yours, you stop sharpening yourself. You stop leading. You stop paying attention. You get comfortable. And comfort is where masculinity dies, where polarity fades, where desire withers. She doesn't want to be wants to be chosen, over and over, by a man who never stops evolving. The moment you treat her like a prize, you've already won. You stop earning her. And when you stop earning her, she starts scanning for what's next. And here's the darker part: when she leaves, you'll rage. You'll spiral. You'll feel betrayed. But she wasn't yours. She never was. She was just there for a time, a season. Instead of accepting that, like a Stoic, most men break. They beg, they plead, they stalk. And in doing so, they destroy whatever masculine presence they had left. Because the more you cling, the more you bleed. And women don't chase blood, they chase power. You can't own a woman, you can only invite her into your frame. She'll stay as long as that frame is strong. If your frame collapses, if your values bend, if your confidence cracks, she's gone. And if your identity was built on having her, you'll fall apart too. But if your identity is built on yourself, on purpose, on mastery, on truth, her presence becomes a bonus, not a lifeline. And when she leaves, you don't break. You grow, you build, you walk forward, steady, unshaken, because the Stoic man knows. She was never mine, it was just my turn. And now my time is better spent becoming greater. Not out of bitterness, but because he refuses to bow to illusion. The men she remembers aren't the ones who cling. They're the ones who say goodbye without flinching. Now, you see, this was never about forever. It was about alignment, about energy, about the man you were when she wanted you. She didn't change, she evolved. You mistook time for truth. You tried to own her, she only wanted to feel something. You offered comfort, she wanted fire. You tried to make her stay, she was already halfway gone. Now you have two paths: cling to the fantasy, or become the man who never needs it again. When you detach, when you accept that no woman is ever truly yours, you stop fearing loss. And when you stop fearing loss, you become the one thing no woman can resist, a man she can't control. If you've ever watched a woman fade while you held tighter, comment, "She was never mine." Let's see how many men finally woke up today.